Being queen in the 14th century was a perilous position, and few experienced its brutal realities more than Joanna I of Naples. From birth, her life was a storm of political ambition, ruthless enemies, and inner turmoil. Though she eventually ascended to the throne, her rule was plagued with chaos, and her end, both violent and tragic, was a grim reflection of her turbulent reign. Joanna was born around 1325 to Charles, Duke of Calabria, and Marie of Valois, placing her third in line for the throne of Naples, a powerful and contested kingdom in medieval Europe. But her life took a tragic turn early on. In 1328, her father died while she was still a toddler, pushing her up the line of succession to become the heir to her grandfather, King Robert the Wise. Though this seemed like a stroke of fortune, it was actually a political catastrophe. Robert had hoped for a male successor, and with only a young granddaughter to inherit the crown, uncertainty and resistance gripped the kingdom. Naples did permit female rulers in theory, but it had never been tested. Most expected that if Joanna became queen, she would be little more than a figurehead. Her husband would wield the real power. That didn't sit well with many, especially in a male-dominated world where female rule sparked fierce opposition. This pressure was the beginning of a long and psychologically draining battle for Joanna, who had to fight not only external threats, but also the strain of living in constant defense of her crown. By the time she was around 8, Joanna was engaged to Prince Andrew of Hungary, a match arranged more for politics than love. Andrew, who may have been even younger than Joanna, represented Hungary's claim to Naples, and their union was meant to seal the alliance. But the marriage was doomed from the start. Joanna was said to be beautiful and charismatic, with pale skin and golden hair. Celebrated by writers like Boccaccio for her strength and nobility, she was raised in an unusual household. Her step-grandmother, Sancha of Majorca, lived in religious abstinence despite being married to the king, and passed on her strict values to Joanna. When the marriage was formalized in 1333, it remained unconsummated for years, partly because both children were too young, and allegedly because Andrew was unable to perform. Joanna, never shy with criticism, reportedly mocked him for his strange habits and foreign ways, only deepening the tensions in their royal union.